guys, this is Nick Brown at JTech today, and today we are going to be going over a tractor trailer pigtail. Down here, as you can see, we are on a Peterbilt 379 that is a car hauler. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing the pigtail. The pigtail is under this little flap right here, and this is the part where the tractor connects to the trailer, or the trailer connects to the tractor, whatever, depends on how you look at it. So in here we have all these little pigtails. Okay, so these pigtails all do separate things. This pigtail right here just so happens to be a ground for the rest of the pigtails in there. Okay, the top two pigtails, those are for the clearance lights. This is for the right clearance set of lights, the left clearance lights. This is for the right turn signal. That's for the left turn signal. This is for reverse, or this is for the reverse lights, and those are the stop lamps in the middle. Okay, so basically what you're going to be doing to test this pigtail, you're going to be taking your one lead, putting it on the negative. You're going to be holding it on the negative, and while you tell the driver to turn on all the switches in the cab, depending on what you're testing. For example, if I'm testing the turn signal, let's just say I'm testing the right turn signal, so I want to be putting it on that pigtail right there. Okay, so I want to put my negative lead on that, hold it down on the pigtail, and then I want to put my other lead on that pigtail to test and see if I'm getting a connection at this pigtail for the turn signals. Okay, now this can be a very simple thing. Sometimes if you have a break in the connection, sometimes it can be right here at the pigtail, because this is the part where the trailer connects to the tractor. So the guys are constantly yanking on it. They're damaging these pins. They're damaging the whole plug all over. Okay, so this is the part where your failure point inside the electrical connection is going to be most likely. Now, it's very possible that it could be in the trailer. It's very possible that it could be in the tractor. Okay, but this right here is where our testing point is going to be. So with that, guys, we are going to be testing the pigtail. Okay, like I said earlier, the top one is going to be our ground, and any other of them are going to be the functions of the pigtail. Okay, trying to do this one hand here. Testing our right turn signal. So this is how we would set the leads right here. Okay, you would set them like that, and then you would go up to your voltmeter and see what it's reading. Here's something strange I want to show you that's happening. You see how it's showing out of limits and then it's going back to some sort of number? Well, here's what happens whenever you're testing a turn signal. Okay, right now it's showing nothing because I had the leads off of it. Okay, whenever the turn signal, it's it's a back and forth current. The current jumps back and forth so fast that it tends to read a reading higher than battery or alternator charging voltage. Okay, if you're doing with this with the truck off, if you're testing anything at the pigtail, you want to be getting around battery voltage. Okay, so when you're testing it with the truck off, you want to be testing it at battery voltage around 12.6 volts, 60% charge. It just depends on where the battery's at. Best thing to do is test the batteries, test the voltage on the batteries before you do this test. Okay, you can do this with the truck running. If you did this with the truck running while the alternator was charging the batteries, you would be getting alternator voltage somewhere around 14 to 14.6 volts. You should not be getting any more. You should not be getting a volt or more than the charging. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to be testing the left turn signal. Okay, so I want to put my lead up here. Trying to do this with one hand. Alright, same thing we're getting. Look at that. Out of limits at some points. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to tell my driver to go turn off the turn signals, and now we're going to test something different. Alright, so now we're going to be testing the brake lights. Our brake lights should be activated on each side of the truck. Our brake lights is going to be, we put it on ground. Have the pin set up. Okay. Alright, now here's the thing. Our driver has the brake lights activated. Guess what? We are not getting a reading. So therefore, there must be some kind of break in the connection somewhere on the tractor. Okay? So let's put it this way. If we tested it on with a trailer connected, okay, and we saw that trailer wasn't getting any brake lights, therefore the tractor wasn't getting any brake lights, but we assumed that it was a trailer, that's sort of kind of misdiagnosing it. The best thing to do is unplug the trailer and then test it right at the pigtail, just like what we're doing. This is why we test at the pigtail. Okay. Alright, so right now I am testing the reverse lamps. The reverse lamps are those little white lamps that light up next to the tail lights on the truck. Okay, so the driver has it in reverse, driver has the truck running. Okay, and guess what? We're getting too small voltage, if not, yeah, we're not getting a good reading, so therefore a right reading. We're not getting battery voltage, nor are we getting alternator charging voltage. So therefore we know that there is some kind of break inside the system. There could be a bad connection right here, or there could be bad connection somewhere in the tractor. But therefore we know that our brake lights would not be working, and the problem is on the tractor. Okay? Alright, so right now we are testing the right clearance light set of the truck. Okay? And right now, as you can see on the voltmeter, we are getting battery voltage. Okay, so therefore we know this circuit is good. Alright, now we are testing the left side of the clearance lights, and guess what? We are not getting any reading. We are not even getting battery voltage. We're getting millivolt reading. Therefore, we know that there is a connection break somewhere inside the truck, inside the tractor. Once again, this is the best place where to diagnose the problem is, because if you have lights out on a trailer, like I said, if you have the lights on the tractor that are working, and let's just put it this way, you have the lights that are out on the trailer, okay? It could just be right here at the pigtail, the bad connections, because like I said, these pigtails, they get yanked on, they get yanked on, the pins get damaged from the plug going in and out, just several things. Plus they also, this little flap right here that sort of kind of protects them, it's not sealed, it's not weather sealed, so therefore these pins can also get corrosion on them, so therefore that would create a bad connection. Now it would create a high resistance indication or situation right there. So with that, guys, this is how to test a pigtail on a tractor trailer. This is a very useful type of information. So with that, we'll see you guys later.